Hello and welcome to the Rotary Club of Park Cities September 5th, 2025 meeting. If you will all rise and greet your fellow members. Okay, and if you make your way back to your table, Sean Foster, he will give our invocation if you'll all stay standing, and there he is.
Do we have any concerns we want to lift up today? Any concerns? I brought my little book to write in case we did. I know among this crowd maybe we've got some concerns you don't want to share, and that's fine. But why don't we bow our head and pray? Let us pray. Heavenly Father, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you. We come to you from all walks of life and a variety of religions, yet we do want to stop and proclaim our dependence on you. You are almighty and even now in control. We lift up in prayer those who are less fortunate, those who are suffering, whether it's due to disease, loss of a loved one, lack of water, lack of food, natural disasters such as fire and flooding. We pray for those who are oppressed by evil governments and even their own demons. Give them and us courage, wisdom, compassion, the ability to love God completely, love self correctly, and love others compassionately. Give those in authority godly wisdom and the will to execute that wisdom regardless of opposition. We humbly submit to you and turn from the evil in our land and even sometimes in our hearts. Help us to love unconditionally, pray unceasingly, listen intently, confess periodically, and believe wholeheartedly in your goodness. May we provide appropriately for those in need, and thank you so much for the privilege of being a part of this community and this club. Amen. Now please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts
Do what?
Okay, does anyone have anything they want to share? We have a request for Happy Bucks. Any good news out there that wants to be shared? Well, oh, we got one in the back.
Thank you. Hello. I would like all of you to share with me some happy news. In a couple of weeks, I will be celebrating the 70th anniversary, 70, of my graduation from Highland Park High School. I graduated at age 17, so you guys do the math.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who else? Who else has Happy Bucks? Okay. It's for a good cause. For a good cause.
I'm very happy, plus this is a shameless plug. Our son, who is a chef here in Dallas, and 3 partners have just opened a brand new sports bar on Henderson called Dudley's. And they are going great guns. I can just tell you it will have the best food that you've ever had at a sport. He is the executive chef, and it's they're real excited about it. So check out Dudley's on Henderson.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I have something. I am really happy that last night our club was well represented at the annual awards banquet of our District 5810. We had several awards that were won by our membership. Jill Jordan what was your award again? Service Above Self Award. She won that for the entire district. Our club also won the Literacy Award, and Philip Bankhead, you stand up, because he was the head knocker of that whole event where we were able to work with that. We won that award. And what was the other one that we won last night?
Public image.
Public image, and that is Mark. Mark NEACE is the man that made that happen. What? And then Siobhan Abraham was the star of our club last year. She is our membership, has done our membership and has done a great job. She did a great job last year, and she's doing a great job this year. So let's give them all a big round of applause.
Any other Happy Bucks? Any others? Okay.
Well, and let's give Nolan a round of applause because all of those wonderful things happened in his year. So please congratulate Nolan. Any guests? Do we have any guests? It looks like we have a lot of guests today. Anyone who wants to? Yeah. You don't get out that fast, Sean.
I brought quite a few guests because I thought that maybe there was an award for bringing the most guests to a meeting, so I was trying to win it. I have Lubbock Smith here he is the Senior Vice President at Vista Bank and Hope Cottage's banker. Lubbock is inspired to serve North Texas families by his walk with Christ and by his mission to develop meaningful relationships, create optimal opportunities, and attain high level of service and value to others. Thank you, Lubbock, for coming. Christopher Seil. Right here is my board chair and the Director of Strategy and Analytics at Charles Schwab. Christopher chooses to serve North Texas families because partnering with Hope Cottage allows him to use his professional skills and resources to live out his values and impact the community. I have quite a few. Emily Floyd. She is the CEO of Altus Pediatric Billing. Emily chooses to serve loving families because family, community, and supporting one another are incredibly important to her. And Hope Cottage was instrumental in helping Emily complete her own family. So the opportunity to volunteer at Hope Cottage and support other North Texas families is deeply meaningful to Emily. She believes that every family deserves to be cared and connected. Okay, I'm skipping one person who didn't show. Another. Sarah Quintar is the interim chair of the Department of Data and Analytics at the University of North Texas. Do y'all see a key here? We've got data people at Hope Cottage. Sarah chooses to serve loving families in North Texas because she thinks the services that Hope Cottage provides to Texas families are invaluable. And she loves working on our board to help further our mission. We also have some staff members who have been here before. Allie Stokes, Director of Development and Marketing at Hope Cottage. Gretchen Weaver, who is the Chief Operations Officer at Hope Cottage. Antoinette Johnson, who is the Director of Foster Care Services at Hope Cottage. Jennifer Spaeth, who is Director of Infant Adoption Services at Hope Cottage. Vanessa Ramirez, who is the Director of our Parenting Supportive Services Program, and Jackie Moreno, who kind of spearheads and does all the social work inside of Cece's Place, our maternal medical clinic. Emery McDowell, my Chief of Staff, is also here as well. So I think that's the end of all my guests.
Welcome, welcome.
Any other guests?
I see you, Jill. She's gonna. I'll pass this over to her. If you just raise your hand, if you're here with Advance ER or the Rust Band, these are our guests today. These are our senior management team, our doctors, our nurses, some of the most important people that make Advance ER what they are, and then the Rust Band, who was on the parade float, if you all saw during the 4th of July parade.
Welcome. Thanks for coming.
So I'm going to do a bad job at this, but Stephanie, you need to pay attention right here. If you would stand up, please. Laura Suggs, and Dick Lane, and they are from the Duncanville Club. They came here specifically to hear you speak. Therefore, you need to meet them afterwards. Okay?
Can I say one thing? I just want to say one heartwarming story. I had a great aunt that placed her baby for adoption back in, I think, the 40s with Hope Cottage, and they reconnected. She reconnected with her son when he was like in his 60s. So it's very meaningful to come here today. So thank you for having us.
And then we have another guest, and many of you all should know him because he used to be a member of this club. He is now a member down in the Cedar Creek Club, Mike Moore. So, everybody remember him.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody. Oh, we got some more. I usually walk on my hands, but that's okay.
All right, I have two guests today, and they are both from the Vickery Meadow Youth Development Foundation. We have Dr. Janet Morrison-Lane and Valeria Morales, and they work in that community, Vickery Meadow, and their primary mission is to make that community a better place, but also make sure the children reach their full potential. I know this very well. Our foundation also works with this organization, and they are doing amazing things in the community there. So, yes.
Well, thank you to all of our guests. You're always welcome to attend. We love having guests at our meeting. And next up is Mark NEACE with highlighting our marketplace advertiser.
I do have a guest also. My son Max is here with me today, so wave, Max. And yeah, so if you haven't met him yet, say hi to him. He's going to be helping us out with some of the AV stuff going forward also. So, all right. Okay, so just a quick bit of housekeeping. Those of you who have been marketplace advertisers in the past year, you should have received an invoice for renewing your marketplace advertising. So if you've not taken care of that and you still want to participate, please make sure that you get those checks in, or you can actually pay online. You can go on the website, go to our store, and pay for your marketplace advertiser thing there, okay? So today's marketplace, if you're interested in becoming a marketplace advertiser, please talk to me and we'll get it all worked out for you. Today's marketplace spotlight is Susan Glenn and CMP Career Management Partners. Susan has over 25 years experience in client relations and business development within the professional services industry. She's known for bringing people and solutions together. In addition to her work as an executive, Susan brings to CMP her passion for serving the community and local nonprofits. Here's a message from CMP's CEO.
Welcome. We're thrilled that you've chosen to visit us. I'm Marianne Pina, the CEO of Talent and Transition Firm. Whether it's executive search, assessment solutions, coaching, training, and career transition support, our goal is to help individuals and organizations grow and succeed through every stage of the talent journey. We take pride in being a minority and women-owned firm, as this allows us to bring a diverse perspective to everything we do. Our history reflects our commitment to delivering exceptional results with a fresh perspective. We understand that each organization and individual is unique. That's why we tailor our solutions to meet your specific talent objectives, to attract, retain, and engage your workforce. Our goal is to create a solution that aligns perfectly with your strategic goals, and know that we're here to serve as an extension of your team.
So their entire team has a client-first focus, so call Susan today with your talent needs and opportunities, and please join me in thanking Susan and CMP for their support of the Hub and our club. Thank you very much.
All right, the raffle is next. Kathy, if you will present our bowl full of tickets to Stephanie and she can draw. It is 5009 is the winning ticket. 5009. Do we have any? Oh, there we go. Come on up.
I want you all to know there are a lot of big spenders, so good luck to the winner. Let me get these cards back in. Oh, no, it's you? Yeah. Okay, Madam President. Good luck with this one.
Do we know what our total is for today? Kathy, do we know what our total is for today?
Today it's 106. We have over 100 in the bag, so we're getting up to maybe 300.
I get the ticket there, but
Any bankers? Oh, but there goes the cards again.
all right.
You need these.
Okay. That's
No, I don't.
Jim's staring at the cards that fell on the
I
floor,
know.
so now I have to shuffle them. Hold on. Okay. Oh, there's one facing the wrong way. Okay, here we go.
What'd you get?
9 of diamonds. He wins the 9 of diamonds today, but there's one less card in the deck, and we'll try again next week.
Thank you, my dear.
All right. So now, Jill and Alan, we've got a fun couple of announcements coming up.
Thank you so much. We are wrapping up the 2025 4th of July parade. So first I'd like to say thank you to everybody because we raised just under $62,000, providing just under 500,000 meals for the North Texas Food Bank. That puts us slightly over 2.3 million meals raised to date for the parade. So we are well on our way to our 3 million meal goal for 2 parades out. So thank you to everybody. Yeah, good job. Now, one of the reasons why our parade is successful is because we have wonderful participants in the parade. We have great floats, we have bike riders, but one of the things that we have been lacking the last few years is a band. We all know that the high school band hasn't shown up for the last couple of decades. I grew up here in the Park Cities, so there was a group of men, one of whom was a doctor, and they had a old-timey, turn-of-the-century kind of southern little band, and they'd play on a trailer, and they did it for many, many years. But they were the age of my father and my parents, so they are no longer with us, and they have not been in the parade for a couple of decades. And so we have been really missing music. But this year, our winner has provided it, and they did an outstanding job, and we are so pleased to present the Patriot Cup trophy to Advance ER for their wonderful float that included music. Our member, TERESA FALCO, she works for them. She coordinated the float. TERESA, if you'll come on up.
Jill, this is just a small gift for you, for everything that you did. That was an enormous undertaking. I don't know if anybody remembers how intense that was. There were so many floats, so many people, so many moving parts. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for doing that. I just wanted to say, I just had something prepared to say because I didn't want to forget. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to the Park Cities. Thank you all so much. At Advance ER, we often meet people during their most stressful times. So for us to be able to connect with the community in a positive way and do something joyful, words can't say what it means to us as a staff to interact with our community in this way. So thank you so much for giving us this chance. I'm so excited about next year, Jill. Maybe we'll do the picture at the end because I think we're short on time. Thank you for the trophy, and we really appreciate being a part of Park Cities Rotary. It's such a great honor for us to be here.
Yes, let's definitely get the picture. We want a good one for our social media and your social media. Thank you for everything that you brought to the parade. It was definitely a fun float. So we have a couple of announcements. We have a busy fall. The next couple months, there's a lot of opportunities for service and fun, and then just also fun. So we have a goal this year to have 85% of our club members participating in at least one service project. We're currently at 63%, and we start out strong because of the parade, of course. So, but we have some opportunities coming up. So remember on Monday, September 15th, that's Ronald McDonald House. September the 26th is our club luncheon service day. We're going to be doing a service project actually on that Friday of September 26th. And then followed by the Austin Street Foot Care Clinic the next day on Saturday, September the 27th. So for the Friday before that, that's the September 26th meeting, please bring small toiletries, razors, a bar of soap, and some socks, male, female, range of sizes, because we're going to be packing them up and sorting them actually to give to Austin Street the next day at the Foot Care Clinic. And then we have on Saturday, October the 18th, Dentistry with a Heart. So we have that on the books. And then we also have on Saturday, October 25th, the North Texas Food Bank. So we have 2 service opportunities in September, 2 service opportunities in October. And then we have some social opportunities coming up. On Saturday, September 20th, so this one's approaching, we are touring the Meadows Museum. and it's a special exhibit. And it's actually the photographer Laura Wilson, who's an internationally acclaimed documentary photographer, and is also the mother of Andrew, Owen, and Luke Wilson, the actors. And so it's $15. You will pay at the door. And I think Siobhan did send out an email about it. All right, so and then we're looking at a opportunity in October for Cafe Momentum, which would be tour and a meal. We're going to see if that comes to fruition. And then the next one would be the social on November the 9th, which is the weekend of Veterans Day. And we would be happy Franklin has arranged a tour of the National Medal of Honor Museum, and she will be sending some things out. So just go ahead. These are, we'll be sending out emails, get them on your calendar, but there's lots of opportunities the next couple months for service and social. Then we'll kind of calm down, let everybody get through the holidays and start back up again. Greg Pape, we also have birthday announcements. So if your birthday is in the month of September, please go ahead and stand. Do we have any birthdays? Stand up, Jill. Oh, no, Scott's got to stand up too. And you all know that Jack has us singing happy birthday for it, so let's go. Happy birthday. And remember, we suggest in the month of your birthday that you make a gift to our club's foundation. And Jack's not here today, but if you brought your check, Hammond, I think will be here, happy to take it from you. Greg wants everyone to know he'll be happy to accept checks from you too. That's to the RI Foundation. And World Polio Day is in October. So if you're looking to make a gift to the Rotary International, that October might be the month to do it. Okay, Chair of the Day. Miss Karen, are you ready?
Thank you. I'm not sure this woman needs any introduction, but I'm going to do this anyway, okay? Stephanie Bohan is a proven nonprofit leader with more than 24 years of senior experience in management and fundraising. She serves as the CEO of Hope Cottage, one of North Texas' most established family services agencies. And you're going to learn a lot more about Hope Cottage today and what they do, but I would be remiss if I didn't tell you how she left her mark on two or other organizations that we do a lot with. One is, while she was at the executive director at Agape Clinic, she spearheaded a capital campaign that raised the money to build a facility that you see today where we'll be working on dentistry with the heart next month. So that's at Agape Clinic. Then at Bonton Farms, as the director of health and wellness, she was responsible for the initial plan for the clinic and a partnership with Parkland Hospital to provide the medical services. We all know what happened. COVID intervened, kind of the partnership changed a little bit. But what you're going to see when you go down we're having lunch down there in December, and what you're going to see at the Wellness Center was really her inspiration. So thank you very much for that. In 2024, Stephanie was honored by DCEO's Leadership Excellence Award for Mid-Sized Nonprofits. And in addition to all of her work in the nonprofit area, she managed to get a Master's of Ministry from Perkins School of Theology and to marry her husband, Michael, during the heart of COVID. She lives the Hope Cottage tagline, "Loving families grow here." I know I speak for everyone. Are we not just proud to have her as a member of our club? What do you think? So please join me in welcoming Stephanie to the podium today.
Thank you. That was a really sweet introduction. So I'm going to try and make it all the way through this without crying until the end. That's the goal. Hope Cottage has been on the front lines of women and family services for over 107 years. We were founded in 1918 in response to Spanish flu and World War I. Because of those two world events, parents perished, leaving behind infants and toddlers who needed someone to care for them. Our founder, Emma Wiley Ballard, chose to be that someone, and she opened Hope Cottage as a temporary home and found the children impacted by these tragedies the one thing they needed the most, a loving home. At Hope Cottage, we like to say loving families grow here. And for over a century, Hope Cottage has been a part of growing over 30,000 loving families through infant adoption. Thank you for being one of those loving families. Our mission is to transform lives with the love of family through adoption, foster care, education, and parenting support. And our vision is a safe and loving family for everyone. We build these families through our program pillars: pregnancy services and infant adoption, foster care services, parenting supportive services, and maternal health care. Since our founding, Hope Cottage has been a leader in the infant adoption space. Our approach to successful adoptions continually evolves as we reflect on 100+ years of client experiences and current social understanding. We prioritize birth mother-focused decision-making, healthy open adoption relationships, cultural competency, and local in-person services and support. We only accept adoptive families who are open to openness. The only person that can close an adoption is a birth mother. We believe that having as many loving people surrounding a child with love is the most important thing we can give to a child. We also focus on selecting families who represent the requests of birth mothers who have placed their trust in Hope Cottage. Now, in 1918, the most vulnerable children in our city lost their families to disease and war. Today, the most vulnerable among us are the children who have been removed from the only families they have ever known due to abuse and neglect. These children find themselves needing a loving and understanding home to land while their family of origin works with CPS on reunification. We intentionally keep our caseloads low in Antoinette's department so that the families receive the support they deserve and foster children have someone in their corner with the time to help them feel safe and loved. Hope Cottage serves both traditional and kinship foster families, ensuring they receive thorough wraparound training and support. Kinship care enables, now that, if anybody doesn't know what that is, kinship is a member of your family or a family friend knows that a child is in trouble and takes them on. But sometimes kinship families need a little bit more support because maybe they weren't planning on bringing a child into their home. So we're able to provide them all the additional support and love that they need. Our foster parents are equipped to guide children through the trauma, even if the trauma that they've experienced is just moving into a completely new place. On average, we invest over 100 hours with every family as they journey to protect and nurture the most vulnerable children in our community. Our foster parents are always prepared to love and support the kids that are entrusted to them, whether it's for a short time or for their forever family. And the pictures that you're seeing on the screens right now are the families that completed through adoption their foster care journey. So every one of those children was a foster child that was then adopted by one of our foster families. And we had the wonderful benefit last year that we were selected as a MAVS beneficiary charity, which meant all of our children got to go to a MAVS game with their foster families. And they were all very excited to see Luca, even though he was injured. And Karen, I know how much you loved Luca, so I did want to share that story for your benefit. All the kids wrote him thank you notes. And the Mavs team, they promised us that they actually got him to him because as soon as the game was over, he was transferred. So There were some very disappointed foster children, I can tell you that for sure, when they heard Luca was transferred. So we'll move on to our next program, which is Parenting Supportive Services. And under-resourced communities disproportionately experience higher rates of CPS involvement than more affluent communities. Our parenting support program allows us to get upstream and equip parents with both essential baby items and practical education. This combination strengthens parenting skills, fosters stability, and helps children remain safely with the families that love them. Parenting Supportive Services is our largest program at Hope Cottage. We have over 1,500 active families accessing the program, and we are impacting the lives of thousands of children throughout the Metroplex. Currently, we average every month distributing 30,000 diapers to the community. But in July, we broke a record, our own personal record, and we distributed 38,000 diapers. And I do want to thank this Rotary Club because last year you guys and this foundation provided us a month's worth of diapers that went out to people in the community. So thank you for that. But the real power to this program and this story are partner agencies. And since this Rotary Club also partners with North Texas Food Bank, I want you to notice how many North Texas Food Bank Client Choice Food Pantries are on that list. By providing our services inside those facilities, what we're able to do is connect people to lots of different resources throughout the community. We deliver the free parenting education, the baby care kits, the diapers, the wipes, baby clothing, baby blankets, and then also connections to every program at every nonprofit inside the Metroplex where we are providing services. So the greatest strength of this program is not only the amazing staff that leads the classes with love every day to support these families, but it is the work of all of these other nonprofits. When someone trusts you with their children, they will share with you other needs that their family has. So if it's job training, financial training, access to healthy food, transportation issues, any of the variety of things that our families need, we connect them to the closest local partner agency and provide supportive help to walk them through that. A big thing that all of our families share that they need is also medical care. A lot of those partners also have medical clinics. But what we are really most proud of with this Parenting Supportive Services program is that our parenting classes become de facto communities and cohorts of people who come together to support each other in raising children, especially in that early childhood stage. They invite their friends and family to join the classes. They carpool together. They all hit the Client Choice Food Pantry together, and they leave together with friends, with people who they can call if they need support, a supportive ear along their parenting journey, and they leave with their diapers, their wipes, their grocery items, and things to support their families. Our final program that we want to share tonight is, of course, Cece's Place, our maternal medical clinic. Clients who attend Cece's Place have access to pregnancy testing, prenatal screenings, comprehensive pregnancy care, as well as state-of-the-art diagnostic ultrasound, and Jackie Moreno, who provides, she's a master's level bilingual social worker who conducts with every single client the non-medical determinants of health study with every client that comes into our facility, finding out, do you need transportation support? Do you need access to healthy food? Are you struggling to stay housed? She makes sure that she's helping every client solve for all of those personal needs so that they can engage in the healthcare services and be consistent with their medical care, which we all know will improve their health outcomes and will stop maternal morbidity that we often see, especially in the state of Texas. My pages are stuck together. Also, Jackie has helped several times dire situations where a pregnant woman was going to become homeless or was in an intimate partner violence situation in her home, and she helps get them housed in a safe and supportive environment. And at every single medical appointment, patients receive great medical care, and then access to our parenting supportive services, more access to our baby care kits so they can feather the nest so that once baby arrives, mom and dad feel confident that they have what their children need to begin parenting well, so they can start all of that early. I wanted to share one story that happened inside our clinic, and that is the story of Rebecca. And her picture and her little one is on the screen right now. She came into Cece's place needing to have a medical referral and a partner that was going to walk with her because she had received alarming news that she was starting to have very spiked and high blood pressure during her pregnancy. At her appointment, our doctor diagnosed her and shared what was the target number that she needed to go immediately to the emergency room. And that during her pregnancy, if she hit that number, then she really needed to go because it was a critical emergency situation. Rebecca shared this with Jackie when she sat down with Jackie, and Jackie just happened to have, because of a great partnership with the American Heart Association, a cardiac kit to provide her. So she showed her how to use the blood pressure cuff. She taught her how to log her readings. She reminded her of the target number she was supposed to be looking for. And so reminded her also to go immediately to the emergency room if she hit that number. And thanks to all of that education and support that Jackie provided, when she did hit that number 2 weeks later, she didn't hesitate and she went immediately to the emergency room. Without the interventions and support from Jackie and the entire Cece's Place team, Rebecca would not have been able to deliver a healthy, beautiful baby girl. And at her first postpartum visit, Rebecca came in with her grandmother and her baby, her daughter, and her grandmother asked to speak with me, and the grandmother shared these words as she let me hold the grandbaby. She said that if it wasn't for Jackie and our clinic, that her granddaughter and her great-granddaughter would not be here today. And tears were streaming down her face. And I was looking at a beautiful, happy, healthy baby in my arms. And I have to say that it was one of the greatest honors of my life to hear those words and to know that we had brought the smile to that grandmother's face, that this child was going to live because of what we had done. The work we do builds loving families, whether that family is formed through adoption, through foster care, through natural birth. Hope Cottage stands with families, providing educational building blocks, direct baby care items, and most importantly, a loving community surrounding vulnerable families. Now, one thing I know about our club and Rotarians in general is we take service above self very seriously. And I just wanted to share a few ways in which different members can engage in our work. You could give, of course, you know, North Texas Giving Day is coming up, and I wouldn't be a nonprofit leader if I didn't say, you know, consider Hope Cottage on North Texas Giving Day. But you can also organize a diaper drive for us. We can never have enough diapers. And we can do that through your church or school. We'd be happy to share the story of Hope Cottage to other civic groups, so ask us to come out and do that. We would love that. Also, stuffing those diaper bags that go out to all those families every single week. They don't stuff themselves, and thank you. New member is going to get out to Hope Cottage and help us stuff diaper bags. Thank you so much. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be getting the second and third round of 250,000 diapers from Kimberly-Clark. And if you've ever seen 80,000 diapers at one time, it is 8 pallets of diapers that are at least this tall. So it takes a lot of people to unpackage them and get them sorted so that we can get them out to people in the community who need them. So we'd love to have Rotarians help us on those big diaper days. And we're also having a pickleball tournament, and we would love for you to join us at our pickleball tournament, where we are going to play for the Hope Cottage Pickleball Cup that I'm making this weekend myself. It won't look this good, I promise, but it'll be fun and cute, and it'll be a great way. We thought when we do a fundraising event, we want it to be family friendly so that you could bring kids, you can bring the grandkids, you can come out and play a fun game of pickleball with us. So that's happening as well. And I guess to kind of wrap it up, guys, for over 100 years, Hope Cottage has faithfully stood with infants, children of all ages, and families. And we look forward to serving the greater Dallas community for another 100 years, adapting and expanding our services to meet the needs of vulnerable families. And we just couldn't thank you enough for having us out today. Yeah. Are there questions? Okay, I might have just messed it up. Did I turn it off by accident? No, I just turned it off. Oh, okay.
I'll take it for you.
Okay.
Questions? Does anybody have a question?
Anybody want to know who our most famous adoptive family? Roy Rogers, adopted from Hope Cottage. I have a picture in my office, and apparently at our Christmas parties every year he would sing Happy Trails at the end, and all of our alumni would come together, and yeah, so they adopted at Hope Cottage. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Loic Smith. I'm Senior Vice President at Vista Bank. I get to serve as their banker. It's an honor and privilege to serve you all and all the great work that you all are doing.
Thank you.
In addition to providing funds to you all and donating, as well as hosting diaper drives, what are some other ways that we can come in alignment and support the great work that you all are doing?
We're always looking for great board members. We're always looking for people who care about kids, want to serve. So yes, I mean, board service would be great. Serving on some of our committees would be also incredibly helpful. Raising awareness about what Hope Cottage does. I mean, early on in 1918, it was just infant adoption alone. But now we're full family supportive services, and our biggest program is really a poverty alleviation measure by providing vital items that children need and making sure that people are getting connected to services and resources. So I would say that, another way is to just share what Hope Cottage is. It's not just about infant adoption. It's so much more than that, and it's supporting families and helping to grow families in all the ways in which they can be created. And then, of course, making sure that women survive their pregnancies and they're able to raise their children and provide them love and support. We didn't want to create another 1918. So we wanted to make sure that since we still sit next to last in the nation for positive and good maternal health outcomes, we wanted to make sure that we were there to make sure that women got connected to good quality medical care and then survived their pregnancies so that they could care for their children. Yes. I could talk about it, but part of the reason about bringing every single expert that I have, I'm going to put her on the spot. Miss Jennifer, who runs that department, should share because her heart is so beautiful and in this space, so I want her to share it with her words.
I'm happy to. So that long history and that 30,000 number that Stephanie talked about earlier means that a lot of people have been touched by adoption through Hope Cottage. And as they get older, we notice that many of them come back to us. And they came back to us because in past adoption practice, the idea was secrecy. We didn't want kind of the social stigma associated with pregnancy outside of marriage or the inability to have natural pregnancy. So there was a lot of secrecy involved with adoption. But we are seeing these families who were involved in adoptions years ago come back to us. So besides all the modern pregnancy work that I do, I also work with post-adoption clients who are saying, I was adopted from Hope Cottage in 1960. What do I do? I would like to reconnect with people who are part of my story. So we have learned through people coming back to us and sharing their stories about how we can best support people who have lived adoption in their lives. So it's actually a really rewarding part of my job to work with our post-adoption clients. And so we do everything that we can to facilitate connections so that they can meet the people that they're connected to have access to their records. Sometimes they don't know their own medical history. So there's a lot of things that we do to support those past adoption practices, and I think that we have an obligation to listen to those stories and use them to mold our current practices. Does that help?
That's great. Yeah. I have a question. I get over. Oops, sorry.
I just have one follow-up question on adoption. You hear these horror stories about how people, there are no babies available to be adopted in the United States and people go to other countries. Is that still the case? And if somebody wanted to adopt a baby today, how long of a wait would they have?
It's a good question. Yes. You heard about our client numbers. So obviously the community need is with parenting supportive services. Again, our numbers up on the screen. And that actively reflects the kinds of services people are receiving, right? So adoption is a very uncommon option. I think that we can do a lot to promote ethical half-month wait to a 3 years and 2-month wait. It's impossible to predict.
All right, well, thank you very much. And I know Stephanie knows this, but we're going to place a book in her honor for our speakers. We donate a book in their honor at a local elementary school. And for our guests today, and actually y'all might find this interesting, and our club just won an award for this. So as a way of thanking our speakers, our club donates books to a book vending machine that's actually in Jack Lowe Senior Elementary School. And that's in a community that's underserved, and a lot of the children do not have the resources to own books in their own home. So what our club funds is the funding of the purchase of the books that DISD selects and puts in the vending machine. But then children who are doing well, behavior-wise or academically, they get a token, and then that is their book. It's not a library book, it's their book. And we know that kids who have access to books in their home are often better readers. And so if you were in the Legacy of Leadership team that came up with that idea, could you stand? We know Philip was. Siobhan, she's standing back there. Herb. And it was a wonderful idea, and our club just did get recognized at the district level for that. So thank you. And thank you, Stephanie, and everyone from Hope Cottage for being here today. And you all need to connect with this Rotary family over here, too. And then Advanced DR, and Teresa, we want to get some pictures with you. So Lee, if you'll help out with that. All right. So next, Siobhan, if you want to make your way up. Next week is Brad Schwall from the center. And the topic is Caring Conversations, How Communities Can Heal and Thrive One Conversation at a Time. The chair of the day is Richard Stanford. I will be out of town next week, but Mark Kasher will be leading you. And now we're going to have Siobhan do the four-way test.
All right, the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, first, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you. Nice full house. Oh, I know. Look at all that. Well, it's all Stephanie packed the house. Well, and then we got the whole advanced DR table, things like that. So.